Hello everyone, this is the story of what if Naruto drifts into the midnight whispers of Tenten. Just another sunny day. It is a beautiful sunny day in, somewhere. But not here. In Konoha. It's dark and gloomy with gray clouds and slight showers. This weather normally wouldn't annoy anybody, but you really can't describe Konoha as normal. So the dark, gloomy, cloudy weather has to annoying someone. A certain girl to be exact. This girl is Tenten. Tenten wanted to wake up to a beautiful sunny day. Tenten want the clouds to part. Tenten wanted the day to be perfect. Tenten is angry and pissed at the weather for not listening to her wishes. Tenten is sore from yesterday's training, and she had one person to blame, Hyuga Neji. Hyuga Neji is a horrible person. Usually, he and Tenten train for 5 hours without breaks, and Tenten's used to that. But lately, he's training her for 12 hours straight with only one 5-minute rest. And for the honest truth, her body cannot take this kind of abuse. Yesterday, Neji decided to train her from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Oh, and lucky her. She woke up late so she didn't have time to eat breakfast. At noon, they had a delicious lunch of nothing. Zip. Nana. Zero. Absolutely nothing. Flashback. Neji, can we stop for lunch? I'm hungry. The weapons master complained. No. What? Why not? Tenten pouted. Because. Neji used his stone-cold voice. From what I can see, you didn't bring a lunch, and going down to the market to buy lunch would be a waste of time. End of flashback. Tenten would have beat him up if she wasn't so sore. She really would have, if it isn't for 3 very important factors. 1. He's a Hyuga. 2. He's Neji. 3. He's Hyuga Neji, the Hyuga prodigy. So Tenten is pretty. Oh, the stoic Hyuga Neji and his stupid obsession to intense training. She hated him for who he is, yet she admired his power, and secretly, she thinks she loves him. So, back in Tenten's cozy apartment, she's laying on her bed, waiting for the slave driver to knock on her apartment door. These are one of the days that she wishes she was dead. Maybe I am dead, Tenten announced to herself. Oh damn, Tenten thought to herself. Dead people can't talk, but maybe they can. Maybe I just imagined myself talking. How do you know if you're dead or not? Does it come by instincts like you just know? Bam bam bam. Tenten's thoughts were rudely cut short by some maniac trying to knock down her door. Oh no. Dear God, kill me now. Tenten, wake up and enjoy the spring of youth. Tenten, it's noon already. It's noon. As in 12 o'clock. Tenten, it's noon so you better wake up or. Tenten drowned out her teammate's voice. Lee, why do you have to be so annoyingly loud? And what are you rambling about noon for? Wait a minute. Noon. Tenten shot out of bed. Oh dear God, Lee's not lying. Tenten was watching her life flash before her eyes as she quickly slipped into something and put on her kunai holster. Oh God, was all she can say. Neji was sure going to make sure she end up in hell. No, scratch that, he was going to make her life a living hell. As she ran to the door she caught a glimpse of herself in the hall mirror. Oh joy, she thought sarcastically, I look like Medusa. Tenten opened the door and shot past her teammate. She couldn't help and notice how stunned Lee looked. I must look awful, she thought to herself. Oh well. It's not like Neji cares. No. It's not like I care what Neji thinks. Tiresome training. Tenten opened the door and shot past her teammate. She couldn't help and notice how stunned Lee looked. I must look awful, she thought to herself. Oh well. It's not like Neji cares. No. It's not like I care what Neji thinks. Awful training. Tenten flew down the street like her life depended on it. Oh, and how ironic is that? Her life did depend on it. If she didn't arrive soon she'll be Neji's new practice dummy. Yay. Strange. Today I'm getting 20 more catcalls than usual. Then I can't look that bad. Still, why do I care? I'm going to be turned into a bloody pulp anyway. Tenten remembered how awful she looked in the mirror and Lee's stunned look and sighed. Men are such pigs. They must be blind. Tenten finally arrived at the training grounds. She looked at the familiar spots where no vegetation will grow. Maybe Neji went home already, she prayed to herself. She spotted some of Neji's stuff under the shade of a tree. Oh crap. Okay Tenten, get a grip. Neji's not that scary, he's just frightening. Tenten had not noticed the fact that she was screaming out loud now. What the hell am I talking about? This is Hyuga Neji I'm dealing with. He's not scary or frightening, he's so much worse. He's terrible. Terrible with a capital T. He's right behind you, came a icy voice. AHHHHHHH, was Tenten's reply. What the heck are you trying to do? Give me a heart attack. What is wrong with you? Neji's eyes narrowed. Oh crap, thought Tenten. I shouldn't have done that. You're late, was the simple response. Tenten knew that she wasn't going to get away this easily. It's okay. What? Did Tenten's ears deceive her, or did Hyuga Neji, the Hyuga Neji, just said, it's okay. We'll just train for 4 more hours than usual. Tenten choked on air. What? Then by the time we're finished then it'd be midnight. Neji got into his fighting stance. Then you shouldn't have slept in. N. All Tenten could muster up was a weak whimper. Neji, can we stop now? Tenten asked through a yawn. No, was her simple reply. Weapons of all sorts littered the ground. Some drips of blood could be seen, illuminated by the moonlight. 2 figures were in the dark clearing. One stood tall and proud, while the other slumped under a large fir. Neji, it's 11:08, I'm tired. Tenten complained. I want to go home. No, was her same cold response. Why? Tenten asked innocently. We have to train till 12 o'clock, but I'll gladly extend the time if you want. Neji smirked. Tenten groaned. Neji-kun, I'm tired. I want to go home, take a shower and go to sleep. Don't test my patience, Tenten. Now, get up. Tenten noticed the wince when she said Neji-kun. No, Neji-kun, I want to go home. Tenten pulsed a bit, then said, now, get up. Neji-kun, please. She pouted. No. Tenten knew she couldn't change his mind, especially since he's so stubborn. Heck, it didn't even work when she added the prefix, kun, to his name. So it's obviously time for Plan B. Play dirty. Operation Play Dirty. Neji, it's 11:08, I'm tired. Tenten complained. I want to go home. No, was her same cold response. Neji-kun, I'm tired. I want to go home, take a shower and go to sleep. Don't test my patience, Tenten. Now, get up. Tenten noticed the wince when she said Neji-kun. No, Neji-kun, I want to go home. Tenten pulsed a bit, then said, now, get up. Neji-kun, please. She pouted. No. Tenten knew she couldn't change his mind, especially since he's so stubborn. Heck, it didn't even work when she added the prefix, kun, to his name. So it's obviously time for Plan B. Play dirty. Operation Play Dirty. Tenten forced herself to make her eyes teary. This always work on Lee, she thought. In her sweetest voice, she drowned out the words, Pweti P Wee Ease, and made herself look weak, defenseless and utterly adorable. Damn, she looks so cute. Wait. Did I just call Tenten cute? No, wait, I don't use the word cute. He heard Tenten give a small sniff. Ah. I did not just say ah. Arg. I just said it again. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Let's spar, Tenten. Neji said, and you look pathetic. That struck Tenten pretty hard. No one has ever turned down her puppy face before. No one. It was like law to obey her utterly cute puppy face. And then she met Neji. Here's what's going on in her thoughts. He did not just call me pathetic. Me, pathetic. I don't think so. Oh Neji, you better watch out. I am going to screw with your 15-year-old hormones so much that you won't even know what hit you. Tenten got up from her position and walked as seductively as she can towards him. Then she had a second thought. Wait, do Hyuga Neji even have hormones? He never showed any interest in girls before, OMG. Is Neji gay? Tenten stopped advancing towards him and gave Neji a funny look. No, I'm sure he's straight. I mean like, no fashion sense whatsoever, but what if he is but doesn't know it? Ellipsis. I'm not gay, Neji bluntly stated, tone emotionless and uncaring. Tenten forgot that she can hide nothing from Neji. So she concluded to save her dignity, or what's left of it, with an embarrassed cough. Let's start, Tenten, Neji said, and slipped into his fighting stance. Wait, Tenten suddenly jerked to life when she remembered her plan. Neji's eyes were cold, annoyed, fixed onto his teammate. Tenten took a deep breath and declared. Hyuga Neji, if I beat you, I get to go home and rest for the next day, meaning no training tomorrow. And if I win, Neji smirked. He knew he can beat Tenten, and watching her struggle is quite entertaining. Tenten paused. What does Neji get if he beats her? What do you want? Neji was hoping she'd say that. If I win, you have to do a favor for me. Neji said calmly. Any favor I ask. Tenten gulped. Any favor? It's a good thing Neji's not a beat then. What's the worst he can do? So the fight begins. Neji activated his Byakugan. Something's wrong. Usually, Tenten would resort to the shadows of the trees. But this spar, she's standing there. Like she wants him to do the first move. Fine with me, Tenten, your funeral. Neji focused chakra into his feet and charged at Tenten. As soon as he swung a gentle fist at her, he knew something was wrong. Tenten quickly dodged Neji's attack by diving under and moving closer to him. Idiot, Neji thought. Their faces were mere centimeters apart. He swung his other hand at her and stopped abruptly in mid-swing. Untidy black wisps of hair appeared in view. What the, was all on Neji's mind as he registered what's happening. Somethi. Ing Soft was pressing against his lips and body. Tenten, was what he thought of before a kunai came into view. The kunai was millimeters from his neck. Damn it, Neji did the first thing that came to mind. Using his body weight, he pressed onto Tenten, making her fall. As soon as he felt ground impact, he easily pinned her down by her wrists and knee, making no room for a low blow. Little did Neji know, Tenten was beating herself up during the fall. Tenten, you idiot, you lost your chance. The plan was to beep and swipe. Beep and swipe, it doesn't get much easier than that. But no, you just had to enjoy the damn beep, you baka. Now I have to do a favor for Hyuga Neji. Oh well, at least he's proper. Doing something for him can't be that bad. Oh, how wrong she was, how wrong indeed. Midnight and misunderstandings. Little did Neji know, Tenten was beating herself up during the fall. Tenten, you idiot, you lost your chance. The plan was to beep and swipe. Beep and swipe, it doesn't get much easier than that. But no, you just had to enjoy the damn beep, you baka. Now I have to do a favor for Hyuga Neji. Oh well, at least he's proper. Doing something for him can't be that bad. Oh, how wrong she was. How wrong indeed. Midnight and misunderstandings. Tenten was the first to break the silence. Haha, so, does this mean we're training again tomorrow? Quote. Neji. What came next was pure fantasy. Hyuga Neji, the Hyuga Neji, was beeping her, Weapon Master Tenten. Of course they were having some fun doing a little bit of tongues, which came to caressing and would have resulted in something much more mature if it wasn't for. What in God's underpants do you think you two are doing? Neji shot up from the position they were in. Guy Sensei. Tenten was as tomato red. What are you doing here? Tenten, my beautiful flower. What the hell were you and Neji doing? No, you and Neji wouldn't do anything. Guy paused and turned to Neji. Neji, my prodigy, I thought you'd know better than to take advantage of poor Tenten. Only self-disrespecting men would pick on defenseless girls. Neji and Tenten's eyes twitched. Defenseless. Tenten's hand went for a kunai. Take advantage. Neji was sure there was a misunderstanding. Neji sighed and said, Guy Sensei, I'm sure there's a misunderstanding. Nonsense. Guy's voice boomed. Just look at how ruffled she is. What? Was Tenten's confused question. Neji didn't even attempt to take my shirt off though, she sounded disappointed. Neji looked at Tenten, and for the first time in that day, he noticed her attire. Earlier that day he had watched her put her hair up into buns, but he never noticed what she was wearing, and apparently, neither has she. She had 4 buttons on her Chinese-styled shirt. She only buttoned the first one, leaving a gap large enough so it's open for discussion. Inside, you can see her white cotton bra. Thought Neji, I think she wears a B cup. Wait. What the hell am I thinking? Tenten caught Neji's glance and looked down. What the hell Neji, why didn't you tell me? Neji knew if he didn't reply she would think him dirty, and he didn't need Tenten to think that about him, not now. I didn't notice. His voice surprised him. He sounded meek, sheepish, weak. But it worked. Oh, was Tenten's reply as she struggled to button her shirt. Well, this explained the catcalls. And Lee, but just his morning expression, it'll take more than flesh and bones to understand him. The trio stood in the clearing, unsure of what to say. Guy broke the long silence. You two should get some sleep. Tomorrow, youth will surprise you. Guy yelled in his usual soul-shattering voice and put up a nice guy pose with his teeth going, ping. Tenten and Neji's sweat dropped. It's past midnight and he still manages to embarrass himself. Tenten mentally noted. Baka, Neji thought. Okay, so onasuminasai, Guy said through a yawn. Hi sensei. Good night to you too, came the tired teenager's reply. Interesting morning. You two should get some sleep. Tomorrow, youth will surprise you. Guy yelled in his usual soul-shattering voice and put a nice guy pose with his teeth going, ping. Tenten and Neji's sweat dropped. It's past midnight and he still manages to embarrass himself. Tenten mentally noted. Baka, Neji thought. Okay, so onasuminasai, Guy said through a yawn. Hi sensei. Good night to you too, came the tired teenager's reply. Interesting morning. Today, the whole team was going to train together, and hopefully get a mission or two. This means that it'll be easier for Tenten because Lee will try to get Neji to fight him, meaning that she doesn't have to work as hard since they would probably spend most of their time arguing. As much as she admired Neji, she wishes that Lee will beat him today, badly. Why? So she could take the time off while Neji's still in the hospital, of course. She mentally apped herself for ill-wishing her teammate. Right now, it's 6 a.m. in Tenten's apartment, and they don't need to meet for another hour. Tenten thought she'll arrive half an hour early because she's such a good sport. Yeah right, somewhere in her conscience, she was persuading herself to go early. Angel, devil, come on, you know you want to go early. No I don't, it's comfy in here. Go early, it'll be fun. Oh yeah, great fun, I'll wait there and smell the flowers and see, so go. Hey, you didn't let me finish. As I was saying, I'll smell the flowers and probably get stung by a bee. Then I'll trip on a rock and roll down the hill and probably break my neck. Oh yeah, fun. Single quote ellipsis single quote. Haha, what? No response. Neji's going to be there. I'm up. Traitor. Tenten growled as her evil conscience gave in, forcing herself to roll off the bed. At 6:24 she was at the training grounds. Surprisingly, Neji wasn't there. Ohio, Tenten. A boy in a green jumpsuit greeted her. Ohio, Lee, what are you doing up so early? Training doesn't start till 7 o'clock. I know, I'm igniting my flames of youth. Want to join me? I'll pass. How this guy survived society was a mystery to her. Lee's her friend but he's just so unique, and there is no other word to describe him. So Lee left to finish up his laps or igniting his flames of youth as he calls it. And Tenten just watch him go around. Maybe I'll go give Neji a wake-up call. Tenten started to walk down to the Hyuga Manor, and to tell you something, the place is huge. It's a miracle to be able to navigate around the place without getting lost. So now, Tenten's at the manor's gate, deciding if she should knock or not, when she heard. Neji-kun, spend the day with me, you know you want to, cooed a female voice. No, Neji-kun. Spend your time with me. A high squeal. Why would Neji spend time with you when it's obvious that he'll choose me to bear his children? Came a voice more sickly sweet than the first two. Right, Neji-kun. Neji-kun, where'd you go, sweetie? Ah, look at what you did. You scared Neji-kun away. I scared him. Did you see his face when he saw you? What the hell? Before Tenten could figure it out, she felt a hand on her shoulder. Instinctively, she drew out a kunai ready to slash whatever touched her. Her kunai was knocked out her hand. You should pay more attention to your surroundings, Tenten. Neji spoke in an emotionless tone. Neji covered Tenten's mouth with his hand. Let's go. Tenten nodded and followed her teammate to the training grounds. More training. What the hell? Before Tenten could figure it out, she felt a hand on her shoulder. Instinctively, she drew out a kunai ready to slash whatever touched her. Her kunai was knocked out her hand. You should pay more attention to your surroundings, Tenten. Neji spoke in an emotionless tone. Neji covered Tenten's mouth with his hand. Let's go. Tenten nodded and led her teammate to the training grounds. More training. Neji, who were those girls at the gates? Tenten politely asked. Hyuga Neji. Answer me or else I'll tell sensei that. Tenten stopped in mid-sentence. The truth was, she ran out of blackmail and things that she can threaten him with. Or at least make him feel queasy about. No, how could I let this happen? I need more dirt on Neji. But how and where could I get it? Her thoughts were interrupted by Neji. You'll tell sensei what? Neji smirked. This is a first. She ran out of things to blackmail me with. I'll tell him that. Then she remembered this morning, or 5 minutes ago. Flashback. Neji-kun. Spend the day with me, you know you want to, cooed a female voice. No, Neji-kun. Spend your time with me. A high squeal. Why would Neji spend time with you when it's obvious that he'll choose me to bear his children? Came a voice more sickly sweet than the first two. Right, Neji-kun. Neji-kun. Where'd you go, sweetie? Ah, look at what you did. You scared Neji-kun away. I scared him. Did you see his face when he saw you? End of flashback. An imaginary light bulb just appeared above Tenten's head. Triumphantly, Tenten smiled and said in her sweetest tone, I'll tell Guy-sensei and Lee that you're getting married soon. Neji froze. How the hell did she know? Was it that obvious? You wouldn't. I would. And you know how emotional Guy and Lee can get. Tenten was praising her genius. Yes, this is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I can blackmail Neji and make him use up that favor I owe him. Tenten, when did you become so brilliant? In Neji's head, is this fate? Why the hell is it laughing at me again? I can always use up that favor. No. That is being saved for something bigger. I can't let her get to me. Maybe I should beat her senseless. I wonder if Tenten sleep talks though. Neji noticed they've arrived at the clearing. Guy noticed Tenten and Neji walking together. Guy's thoughts. No, I cannot let this happen. 2 of my students have fallen in love. As their teacher I must save their spring of youth from getting heartbroken. I must break them up first at all cost. Flashback. Guy was minding his own business taking a midnight stroll when he saw 2 figures laying on the ground. Ah, love, how sweet, he thought to himself until he noticed that they were his students. What in God's underpants do you think you 2 are doing? Neji shot up from the position they were in. Guy-sensei. Tenten was as tomato red. What are you doing here? Tenten, my beautiful flower. What the hell were you and Neji doing? No, you and Neji wouldn't do anything. Guy paused and turned to Neji. Neji, my prodigy, I thought you'd know better than to take advantage of Tenten. Only self-disrespecting men would pick on defenseless girls. Neji and Tenten's eyes twitched. Neji sighed and said, Guy-sensei, I'm sure there's a misunderstanding. Nonsense. Guy's voice boomed, just look at how ruffled she is. End of flashback. Just because Neji said there was a misunderstanding doesn't mean there really was, Guy nodded to himself. They're getting way too friendly for their own good. My wonderful talented students, we shall begin our training by igniting our flames of youth with 200 laps. Let's go. Hi, sensei. A determined Lee screamed in Tenten's ear. Hi sensei. Tenten cheerfully responded. Typical. Guy laughed at his intellect. This will give me enough time for a good plan. But first, Guy caught up to his students. After these laps I want you to give me 300 push UPS, 340 Slovenian tolars UPS, 900 kicks and punches each and spar with each other when you're done. Okay. What? Was Tenten's reply. Hi sensei. I'll do 400, no. 800 push UPS and 900 Slovenian tolars UPS. And, Lee yelled. Guy decided to stop him before Lee got hurt. Oh, and meet me tomorrow at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Don't be late, sayonara. With that said, Guy flashed his good guy pose and ran home. Guy's ultimate plan. After these laps I want you to give me 300 push UPS, 340 Slovenian tolars UPS, 900 kicks and punches each and spar with each other when you're done. Okay. What? Was Tenten's reply. Hi sensei. I'll do 400, no, 800 push UPS and 900 Slovenian tolars UPS. And, Lee yelled. Guy decided to stop him before Lee got hurt. Oh, And meet me tomorrow at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Don't be late, sayonara. With that said, Guy flashed his good guy pose and ran home. Guy's ultimate plan. I need a plan. No. I need a good plan. Guy thou. GHT about how he was going to calm the 15-year-old hormones as he watched his favorite soap opera. In the TV. He. Guy. Girl. Martha. Why? We had great BPAN, now you want to break up with me again. Why? We've been together too long. I just can't do this anymore. I'm marrying Billy. Oh John, please forgive me. Together for a long time is good for a relationship, Martha, me and you. That's good. You and Billy would never work out. Martha sweetie, listen to me. By now Guy had waves of tears rolling down his cheeks. No, John, there's no more spark anymore. I only dated you because you were intriguing and mysterious. Now you're just John. Oh Martha, pity beep. No, John, we shouldn't. Return beep. Smooch, 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 fall on couch. Censored. Back to reality. In Anko's apartment. John, you baka, she's cheating on you. In Kurenai's apartment. That's way they're called soap operas, I guess. At Asuma's place. How stupid. In Kakashi's apartment. They didn't go into detail. Back in Guy's cozy living room. Eureka. That's exactly what I'll do. I'll make them have to spend so much time with each other they'll hate one another. Choke. Cough. Cough, ha ha ha. Guy was so impressed by his plan that he forgot how he was going to keep Tenten and Neji together long enough for the effects to kick in. Oh mother of hell, how the heck am I supposed to keep them together? Guy screamed. Guy hung his head. There's no way, unless. Yes, that is my master plan. Spring of youth. Beware of Maida Guy. Guy arced out of his apartment and went down to the small convenience store. He good guy posed the cashier and said, my good man, where do you keep the embroidery threads? I'm on a mission to save the 2 springs of youth. The poor Kaye's sweat dropped. Shouldn't he be in a hospital? The cashier cleared his throat and said, we don't sell embroidery threads here, sir. But, what do you mean you don't sell threads here? Guy's voice boomed so loud that the cashier's hair stood on end. As I was saying, they're sold in the craft store. You. Oh, okay, thanks. Guy's teeth went ping, and he charged down to the arts and crafts shop. Sundown, in the clearing. Phew, I'm tired. I'm going home now. See you guys tomorrow, Tenten said as she bade for teammates farewell. Okay ten. See you tomorrow too, her enthusiastic teammate yelled. Quote. Yeah, Neji, bye to you too. And with that, Tenten ran home. 10 minutes later. Lee, I'm leaving, Neji said, and walked off. In Guy's apartment. Muhahaha. They'll have no idea what hit them. Ouch. In the distance. About time he shut up. He better have. I chucked my best shoe at him. The Saint. Eel-toed ones that your grandma gave you. Yeah, I thought you hated them. I do. But they never miss their target, and they hurt like hell too. Wow, yeah. Back in Guy's apartment. Tomorrow. Neji and Tenten. Meet the string of doom. Mission of bonding. Back in Guy's apartment. Tomorrow. Neji and Tenten. Meet the string of doom. Mission of bonding. Neji sat under a tree, meditating. Neji, Ohio, greeted his hair in buns teammate. HMPH, perfect. Just enough to let her know that he has acknowledged her presence. Yo, Neji, Tenten, what do you think Guy Sensei's going to do with us today? Maybe we'll get a mission. Lee hollered like there's no tomorrow. That will be answered with the magic of youth. Guy yelled equally as loud. Sensei, Lee, Sensei, Lee, hug in sunset even though it's morning. Tenten and Neji's sweat dropped. Guy breaks from embrace. Lee, today you get the day off. The mission I have is not for you. What? But Guy Sensei, I worked so hard. I must have this mission. Lee, my youthful student, you do not need this mission because it is a bonding mission. And you already work so well with Neji and Tenten, so you don't need it. Guy again flashed his good guy pose and his teeth went ping. Yes, Sensei. Lee had tears pouring out of his eyes too, but he quickly wiped it away and flashed his good guy pose. Then he went on his merry way. In the background, Neji and Tenten were trying to sneak away. Not so fast. Guy boomed as he caught his pupils. He then commended, "Tenten, Neji, stick out your hands." "What?" was the confused response. "You heard me. Now stick out your hands." The pair did what they were told. Working quickly, he tied one end of the red thread on Tenten's right pinky, and the other end on Neji's left pinky. "What the hell?" Tenten screamed when she finally understood what was going on. Neji stood there and blinked. "Ha ha ha, I'm glad you recognize what I'm doing, Tenten. I got the idea from the Chinese culture book I borrowed. WHO knew it would be so handy." And with that, Guy bounded away happily. Oh god. Tenten was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. She looked at the thread on her pinky and frowned. Quote. Neji had no idea what was putting Tenten in a mood like this, and out of the blue, he decided to ask. "So, what is this?" Guy was halfway home. He remembered to tell them something very important. How could I forget? And ran back to where he left Neji and Tenten. "Okay, so this string is supposed to keep us together for a whole day. As in 24 hours. Tenten added. Neji had to say he was slightly amused. This piece of thread was making Tenten miserable. A piece of thread was making Tenten miserable. He thought this absurd. You can just undo the knot or cut it. Right, so what's the big deal? So again, Neji decides to ask. So what's the big deal? We can just take it off, right? Tenten looked at him as if he grew a second nose. The big deal is that it's here to stay until tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. You can't cut a bonding thread. It's here until the spell wears off, meaning 24 hours. What? Neji started to understand her distress. He drew out a kunai and slashed at it. Amazingly, it went right through. Okay. Let's see how long it is. Neji started to walk away from Tenten. The thread stretched to only a meter, so Neji decided to tug on it. Oof. Tenten said when the tug forced her to beep dirt. Don't do that. You better be. Tenten sighed. Was Neji's way of apologizing. Weird, but this is Neji we're talking about. Tenten, Neji, run 100 laps right now. Come on, get going. Guy was feeling quite happy with himself for remembering this very important step in his plan. If they get sweaty, they'll need a bath. Finding out. Tenten, Neji, run 100 laps right now. Come on, get going. Guy was feeling quite happy with himself for remembering this very important step in his plan. If they get sweaty, they'll need a bath. Finding out. It was 1:04, and they just finished 100 laps assigned to them by their sensei. Tenten's buns had bits and ends sticking out, which plaster onto her glistening face. Neji was few feet away from her, meditating. Grr! Went Tenten's stomach. She blushed. As usual, she was expected to break the silence, but not like this. So, you want to get lunch? No, Neji. I'm hungry though. No, please. No. Why? Eating is a waste of time. No it isn't. Quote. Please. Go by yourself. I can't. Then no. Hyuga Neji. I'm going to get lunch whether you like it or not, so let's go. No. Tenten whined. Strange. Why did she go quiet all of a sudden? Neji looked at Tenten. Tenten looked at Neji. Tenten had her puppy face. Please Neji-kun. It'll make my day. Huge eyes looked at him. Huge eyes looked at him. She's so annoying, thought Neji. Fine. Yay. Let's go. Neji got up from his position and followed Tenten. Home. Neji watched as Tenten got out her keys and opened the apartment door. Why are we here? Neji asked blankly, no expression whatsoever. You want me to cook for you too? It's rice balls. It's good. Tenten watched as Neji's eyes narrow. So this is what Tenten's apartment looked like. A little untidy, but acceptable. What's that? Neji stopped his evaluation of the room. His eyes were fixed on a pile of white on the sofa. Oh. Tenten quickly stepped in front of him to block his view and tried to pick up the bundle, which fell apart, dropping garments and littering the carpet. Shit. Tenten crouched down to pick up her stuff. She seemed in such a hurry. Neji blushed crimson when he finally made heads and tails of the garm. NTS Tenten was trying to get out of his view. Oh god, is that a bra? Neji spun around fast trying to give Tenten some privacy, but instead they reached the end of their thread so Tenten's right hand was jerked towards Neji forcing her to fling out everything she just picked up. It was raining girl undergarments. Most guys would die for a moment like this. Most guys did not include Neji. Neji quickly gathered everything Tenten just flung at him, but stopped when he felt a rough texture. Lace. He immediately stopped and looked at the laced undies he was holding. At that moment, his body betrayed him, and his mind went straight to his pants. Neji took a deep breath. He was feeling uncomfortable, and he felt hot. Not training hot, but a different kind. Neji. You want to bring these to my room now? He had to get out of here, and he need to get out of here now. Okay. They headed towards Tenten's room, plopped everything on her bed, and went into the kitchen. Tenten, I don't like your apartment. Translation. Tenten, let's stay at my place tonight. Why didn't he just say that? Well, because he's Hyuga Neji of course. But Tenten got the drift. Okay, lead the way. Neji, can't we just use the front door? No, why? Because they're waiting there. Who? Shish. Neji and Tenten were perched in the tree by the branch house. Neji had insisted, even he didn't use words, that they went in this way. Let's go. Neji gave Tenten a small tug and slipped into the Hyuga manor undetected. Why are we sneaking? You live here. Neji, Tenten, you know that favor you owe me. Yeah, yes, he's going to use his favor to tell me to shut up. I want you to. Ah, Neji-kun, you're back. Squeal. Neji-kun, I missed you so much. Neji-kun, do you need a bath? I'll scrub your back if you scrub mine. 3 very pretty girls that would make Aphrodite jealous came into view. The one that saw Neji's arrival had long hazel hair and brilliant blue eyes. The one that missed Neji so much had red hair and dark eyes. The one that volunteered to scrub Neji's back had golden wavy locks and emerald green eyes. Together, they jumped on Neji. Neji-kun. Giggle, squeeze, giggle, notices Tenten. Whoa, who's ugly? Asked the brunette. Is she a new maid? Neji-kun. Asked the blonde. I bet I can cook as well as her, Neji-kun. Stated the red. Me too, said the blonde. By now, Tenten's anger was boiling sky high. Ugly, maid, me, I'll show them. Tenten drew out 3 kunais and chucked them at the Barbies. They pinned them to the opposite wall. Neji smirked. That'll teach you not to mess with a kunoichi, you bimbos. Tenten yelled. All of a sudden Tenten felt something warm envelope her. Okay, come on, Tenten, Neji cooed. Let's go take a bath before dinner. Tenten spun around quickly ready to attack the imposter, except that there was none. Then Tenten understood. Okay, but only if you scrub my back, Tenten said in a flirtatious tone, while drawing circles with her fingers on Neji's chest. I'll scrub your back, Neji said, if you scrub mine. Okay, your call. Tenten forced herself to giggle. Leaving the bimbos with an expression like this. Oh, Tenten followed Neji to the springs. Surprise, surprise. Okay, but only if you scrub my back, Tenten said in a flirtatious tone. While drawing circles with her fingers on Neji's chest. I'll scrub your back, Neji said, if you scrub mine. Okay, your call. Tenten forced herself to giggle. Leaving the bimbos with an expression like this. Oh. Tenten followed Neji to the springs. Surprise, surprise. Okay, Neji, I deserve an explanation. Neji, are you listening? Neji sighed and looked at Tenten. I want you to pose as my girlfriend. What? This took Tenten completely off guard. My favor. I want you to pose as my girlfriend. Wait, what? Tenten asked again, making her sound very stupid. You heard me. I don't like repeating myself, Tenten. Tenten burst. Hyuga Neji, you already use up your favor. I helped you to get away from those bimbos. Do you not remember? I was cut off when I wanted to ask you the favor. You just assumed that, Neji replied coolly. Tenten's mouth dropped open. He's got some nerves. Still, why do I care? I am going to take a bath. Tenten announced. Great, let's go. Neji sounded a little too cheery. Tenten looked at Neji. You beep. Slap. Neji's eyes narrowed. If you've forgotten that we only have 1 meter of space between us, I'll accept your apology. Now Tenten felt bad for slapping Neji. She forgot about the thread. Sorry. Quote ellipsis quote. Tenten smiled. This means that Neji forgives her. So, how's this going to work? After a few minutes of planning, Neji has found a way so they can bathe together. He rather not, but right now they stink and is in desperate need of a bath. So, first Tenten undress and go in with a towel while he turns and shut his eyes. They've found out that the jutsu used on the thread allows clothes to pass through. Then, Tenten looks away with her eyes shut and allow him to undress and slip into the bath. Not hard at all. Neji got the maid to provide Tenten with a very nice kimono she can wear for dinner. And they set up some futons for them too. So now, they're in the bath. And Neji's a little nervous. Not that he showed it. Tenten started to stir. Neji's eyes widened. What are you doing? Neji shot up in alarm. Trying to get out. You said you'll scrub my back. Tenten answered innocently. Why the hell is she so calm about? This isn't something she should be comfortable with. She's a girl for heaven's sake. Usually they're the ones doing the screaming. Then it hit Neji like a pile of rocks. Tenten has not received beeped. And if she has, it was only about the female body. And Guy never bothered to send or teach them anything like this. Oh, my God. Neji decided to find out how much she's been taught. It's harder than he thought. Tenten was sitting on the stool tugging on the thread, beckoning him to scrub her back. She closed her eyes while he gets out. Okay, here goes nothing. Tenten, have your parents told you about the birds and the bees? No, but it sounds interesting. What is it? Oh crap. This is bad. I'm not going to explain this to her. Changing the subject quickly, he said. Didn't your parents educate you on your body? Yeah, my mom did when I got first my period. Why? Neji let out a small cough. That was more than he needed to know. What did she say? Tenten tried to remember what her mom said to her. The truth was, she was dosing off for most of her lecture. That I was a young woman and need to appreciate my body more. Don't mix with bad crowds because I'll get hurt and menstruation is good. Oh. Neji did not like how this conversation was going. He's not usually nosy or talkative, but if she lacks this type of knowledge she could really get hurt. Do you know what the cervix is? Neji cautiously asked. Nope, was the simple, short response. Okay. She doesn't know the anatomy of the body. Maybe she knows a little more on sex. Did she say anything about beep itself? Tenten's face lit up. This was something she can quote. Beep is good and bad. It could be very pleasurable when done right. When it comes to you, just accept it. But when it's forced it can wreck your life forever. You need to be careful with your partner. First times usually hurt. Neji's eye twitched. She quoted that, and she has no idea what she's talking about. How did you quote that? Easy. My mom drilled it into my head. Tenten was very pleased with herself. Then she had a question. Hey, Neji, do you know why first times usually hurt? And what does it hurt? Neji gulped. He did not know how to answer that question without it leading to more questions. It hurts the female only a little, he said in a whisper. Why? Oh crap, it just does. Oh, Neji now knows why Tenten is lacking the amount of knowledge he was taught when he was 13. She isn't curious about sex. Well, it's a start. When it's forced it can wreck your life forever. That must be rape, thought Neji. Very pleasurable when done right. Hiyashi-sama left that part out. Hey, Neji, go left. Quote. Neji was snapped out of his thoughts. What? Scrub the left shoulder. Oh right. Tenten's so clueless about how her body works, someone could easily take advantage of her. Maybe I should tell Guy Sensei, but she's so comfortable in her own skin, her soft, silky skin. Unknowingly, Neji drew a finger down her back. Eep. Tenten yelped and jumped away like fish out of water. Neji, that tickles. Quote ellipsis quote. Neji didn't say anything. He couldn't. He saw a little too much of Tenten than he wanted. Mainly, her thigh, and that was screwing with his hormones. Quickly, Neji sat down on the stool. Okay, my turn, he said quickly. Back in the bath, Neji's thoughts. She has no idea the difference about male and female, so why did she? Tenten, why'd you slap me? Neji asked. Maybe she's not completely hopeless. Weren't I supposed to? I mean like they do that in movies and soap operas and stuff. She's hopeless. Oh, Neji. Quote. That scar on your back. You know, the big one, how did you get it? Okay. She's only interested in things that has to do with ninja. That's good, respectful. You gave that to me with your Fuma shuriken, remember? Oh, sorry. Quote. Neji. What? I'm wrinkling like a prune. How are we supposed to get out? Dinner. Neji. What? I'm wrinkling like a prune. How are we supposed to get out? Quote. Dinner. Tenten was wearing a simple yet elegant kimono that had beautiful soft pink swirls on the white fabric. She kept her hair down, being too lazy to put it up again. She twirled, only to be entangled in the thread. Stupid. Neji looked at his teammate. This was the first time he has seen her in a feminine piece of clothing. She looked like a girl, with her hair down and all. He decided that he liked this Tenten, even if it was a little strange. Knock. Tenten had spun herself out of the thread. What? Neji coldly asked. A maid slid the paper door open. Hiyashi-sama requires your presence. Neji nodded. When? Right now. For dinner, Neji-san. Neji sighed. Okay. The maid bowed and shut the door. Neji turned to Tenten. Let's go. Oh, what are we having for dinner? I'm starving. Neji looked at Tenten. You're supposed to pose as my girlfriend. You will have good table manners. You will not speak unless spoken to. Clear. What? Tenten was flabbergasted. Hyuga Neji. What makes you think that you can control me? Just remember that. When you see Hiyashi-sama you'll understand. Tenten was confused. She didn't understand what was going on. I guess I'll have to figure it out myself then. Neji led Tenten to the main house accommodations to the dining room. Okay. Remember your favor you owe me. Hyuga Neji. Not until you say sorry. I don't say sorry. Too bad. He opened the door. In the room were Hiyashi, Hinata, Hanabi, and the three girls from before, sitting on tatami mats. Hinata caught Tenten's eyes and smiled. Tenten smiled back. Hiyashi-sama, you called. Neji said courtly. Yes, sit. We'll talk over dinner. Hiyashi looked at Tenten. Who are you? Tenten froze. He looked like someone who demanded respect. Tenten took a breath. My name's Tenten, Hiyashi-sama. I'm Neji's teammate. Damn, her voice sounded too powerful, too challenging. Not something you want to sound like to the head of the Hyuga clan. Hiyashi's brow knitted, his eyes narrowed. Why are you here? His voice sent a chill down her spine. Our sensei tied us together for a mission, so right now I'm kinda beep with him. Haha, she showed everyone her right pinky. And we can't cut the string because of some weird jutsu he put on it. So this is going to keep up until tomorrow morning. Sorry for my unexpected presence. All the girls gawked at her. She sounded so casual, so confident. Tenten didn't get why Hiyashi intimidated them so easily. But then again, when you spend as much time with Neji as she does, you grow immune to the icy cold glares. Miso soup was served. Tenten was going to start eating, but she remembered what Neji said. You will have good table manners. Right, she whispered that was barely audible. Hiyashi picked up his chopsticks. Itadakimasu. And everyone began eating, or sipping soup, since only miso was served. When sushi was put in front of them, it was hell. First, there was sashimi. Tenten did not like sashimi. Then, there were those girls. Neji-kun. Say, the brunette said as she tried to feed Neji. Neji-kun, you like tamago better, right? Asked the blonde as she too tried to feed Neji an egg sushi. Neji-kun, you want some sashimi? It's good, piped the redhead. If there's something Tenten cannot stand, it's girls who have no dignity. And Tenten's definition of girls with dignity was those who didn't throw themselves on men. This was annoying Tenten. Hyuga household or not, she was going to do something about it. Her left hand went for a kunai. No, not until he apologize. I must have self-control. Neji will apologize. I'll eat another BC roll to calm down. Tenten guided her chopsticks to the BC roll, picked it up and fling. FWAAP. Someone tugged hard on the cursed thread, which jerked on Tenten's hand, which flung her chopsticks and sushi, which went flying. Ah, my sushi. I was going to eat that. Tenten screamed. Ah, my hair. My perfect golden locks. The blonde jumped up, only to trip on the thread. Oop, ack, went Tenten and Neji as they lounged forward from the tug. Neji-kun, are you okay? Shouted the brunette and red. Fine, was Neji's short answer. What did I do to deserve this? Neji was annoyed, but he didn't show it. He picked himself up and sat back down. Excuse me, the blonde sniffed as she ran out of the room. In the brunette's head, ha ha ha, now that she's gone I have a better chance with Neji. In the red's head, she deserved that, trying to steal my precious Neji-kun from me. His teammates no problem. Now if I can get rid of her, ha. How hard is it to get rid of a brunette anyway? This is a cinch. Oi, Neji-kun, open up. Neji-kun, you want my kappa roll? Quote, that's it. No amount of dignity is worth this kind of torture. Neji was furious, but he couldn't do anything with Hiyashi watching him. Sorry. What? Neji-kun, Neji-kun, did you say something? Tenten smiled. Okay Neji, that's a start. The red and brunette looked at each other confused. Why did Neji apologize? And the conclusion was, keep feeding Neji sushi. Neji-kun, have some sushi. No, Neji-kun, mine's much better. Is not. As two. Is not. As two. Well if yours is better then, I'm better than you in bed. Thunk. Tenten had pinned the redhead to the wall. Ah, you wretch. Thunk. The brunette was pinned to the wall. So that's who did it. Hiyashi was amused. He remembered when he found the three guests stuck on the wall. And for the honest truth, he himself had a little trouble taking the kunais out. Neji smirked. This was Tenten, in a kimono, at the Hyuga compound, eating dinner, still armed with kunais. Okay, Hanabi was confused. Oh wow, Tenten-san, Hinata wished she could be so confident. Here, Neji, I don't eat sashimi, Tenten said as she sat back down. Then she gave her plate of raw fish to Neji. Hiyashi looked at Tenten with interest. So, you're on my nephew's team. Hiyashi waited for confirmation. Yes, Tenten said with a mouth full of tempura. Neji glared. Tenten put down her food. I need to get better table manners, I guess. Tenten thought as she looked longingly at the piece of fried veggie. Hiyashi continued his questioning. Are you two going to sleep together then? Quote. This made Tenten and Neji blush. That came out really wrong. Neji managed a nod. Okay, Hiyashi said. I wonder if Neji would attempt anything. They finished off dinner and off to bed. And the two girls who were pinned to the wall had fainted when Neji agreed that he was going to sleep with a girl. Oh, wait, Hiyashi said before Tenten exited the dining room. I assume these are yours. He drew out 3 kunais. Oh, thank you, Tenten said gleefully as she collected her weapons, including the 2 that pinned down the red and brunette. They bade Aya, see each other good night and Neji and Tenten headed back to the branch wing of the manor. Bracelet confusion. They bade each other good night and Neji and Tenten headed back to the branch wing of the manor. Bracelet confusion. Ooh, these futons are so fluffy. Tenten exclaimed. Don't do that, Neji said. Why? Because it's stupid. You're stupid. Quote. I didn't mean that. Quote. Neji, are you ignoring me? Quote. I said I didn't mean to call you stupid. Quote. Neji. Quote. Say something. Quote. Sorry. Okay. Talk to me. Tenten pleaded. Should I tell her? Tenten. Yeah, I need to use the washroom. Blush like hell. Oh. Quote. Neji. Yeah, I didn't need to know that. You need to come with me though. Quote. Neji. What? I need to use the washroom too. Oh, yeah. After Neji and Tenten, relieved themselves, Neji drew out a wooden box. Oh, what's that? Tenten asked out of curiosity. Hinata decided to go and see if Tenten is alright with Neji. She knows that they're teammates and all, but Neji could be so scary. She hopes she could give Tenten some support. Hinata walked down to the branch wing. What she heard will scar her forever. Neji, it won't fit. It will, watch. Neji, I'm telling you, it won't fit. It should. Neji, stop that, it hurts. Just a little more. By this time, Hinata has ran away. See, I told you. Fine, but it hurt. You look nice with it. It's very pretty, nay. Yeah, Neji and Tenten admired the jade bracelet that Neji had retrieved from the wooden box. It took a while and lots of endurance, of pain and whining from Tenten, but they finally got it to fit onto Tenten's wrist. Tenten was quite happy with how the bracelet looked on her, but she was troubled. Neji, what? It's going to be more trouble taking it off than putting it on, isn't it? Quote. Oh my god, are you serious? Neji, get it off now. Why? Because, Tenten stated reasonably. I can't fight with a piece of jewelry. It'll get in the way. Duh. Neji twitched. Did she just dummy? How dare she? I'd beat her up, but then I'd have to drag a corpse with me. Besides, she's kind of cute. I did not just think that. Oh damn, this is rotting my brain. Neji, come on, help me get this off. Okay, don't move, hurry up. Tenten jerked on her left hand. Tenten, I said don't move. That was close. She almost poked my eye out. At the main house, Hanabi watched as her sister rushed past her coming from the branch house. What the? Maybe Neji made her cry again. Ha. Hinata, you're so weak. I got nothing to do anyways, might as well go bug Neji. Hanabi snickered evilly as she proceeded her way to the branch house. In the room, Neji, are you okay? Quote. Neji, I'm sorry. Quote. Neji, I didn't mean to. Honest. Neji sat across from a sorry Tenten with his eyes closed, his back towards the door. Quote. Tenten had just poked Hyuga Neji in the eye. The Hyuga Neji got poked in the eye. How? Tenten moved. It's that simple. She moved. And he blinked on her finger. All for a bracelet. If Lee knew, he would never let Neji live it down. Lee must not know. Neji, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Tenten started to go teary-eyed. Please. Neji looked at her with his left eye. She just had to poke his right one, didn't she? Neji sighed. Here, let me look at it. Tenten offered. Tenten carefully inched towards Neji and gently opened his eye. You got an eyelash there. No wonder it hurts. Having that said, she blew into it trying to get rid of the hair. Just then, Hanabi burst into the room. Holy crap, are you two beeping? What? Tenten asked dumbly. Oh my freaking god, you were beeping. Ah, with that, Hanabi ran away. Silence. More silence. Even more silence. I'm tired, let's sleep. Tenten said. Okay. Morning of release. Silence. More silence. Even more silence. I'm tired, let's sleep. Tenten said. Okay. Morning of release. Neji woke up, but something was wrong. He was tired. He was paralyzed. He had to endure a restless night. He only had 3 hours of sleep, according to his clock. He was tangled in thread with Tenten. He knew all of Tenten's secrets. He was annoyed, and he only woke up because his loyal teammate had started to rub her legs against his. He would hate letting a soul finding him like this. And what do you know? Lee had to bust in like a lunatic. Neji, it's 6 o'clock. Guy sensei told me to. Lee noticed the position Neji's in. He did the first thing that came to mind. Ah, my poor virgin eyes. Ah, and ran out of the Hyuga manor. A voice beside Neji asked. What's all the commotion about? Tenten has awakened. She tried to get up, but couldn't. Ah, Neji, you didn't tell me you move in your sleep. I don't. Twitch, how dare she accuse me? Well, neither do I. Sure, you just squirm a lot. Neji smirked. Yeah, right, whatever. Let's just get out of this thing, okay? Fine. 6:27. Neji, how did this happen? Quote. Neji, I'm stuck. Quote. Neji, you move too much. Quote. Neji, you beep. Neji snapped. Like, he only had 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, so, at least I don't sleep with a teddy bear. Tenten gasped. How did you know about Kata? You told me. I would never. You sleep talk. I so do not. You like me. Tenten turned beet red. Quote. Tenten, I don't sleep talk. Tenten simply stated. You keep your diary in your underwear drawer. Neji said that to piss her off and to prove his point. So, Tenten could not believe she spilled her secrets to Neji. If it was Lee, it was okay. She could beat him up if he peeped. But Neji, he's free to blackmail her until hell freezes over. Which wouldn't be any time soon. Tenten was on the brink of tears. But she won't cry. Why does she feel so screwed anyways? There. Neji had finally unwound the thread. Come on. Let's fold the futons and get something to eat. Tenten kneeled down, only to have all the color drain from her face. No. Not now. Why now? Tenten took a deep breath and said, Neji, do you have tampons? Neji stopped. What? I asked if you have tampons. What? Neji, you heard what I said. Do you or don't you? Tenten, so, do I look like I need those? You got long hair. Neji really want to kill her right now. Neji, can we go to the washroom? Okay. Then Neji noticed something wrong. Tenten, aren't you supposed to have a leak to get it on the sheet? Yeah, so, you didn't leak. What? Tenten checked herself. Oh, thank you God. Thank you. Then they became confused. Neji, if that wasn't my blood, whose was it? Quote ellipsis quote. Oh my God Neji. Don't tell me you're a girl. I'm not. Oh, so the mystery continues, but this is Naruto, not Scooby-Doo. It's almost 7, we should go. Quote ellipsis quote. 7 o'clock. Neji and Tenten had arrived at the training grounds. Guy and Lee were already there. When Lee saw them, he blushed. Lee, is something wrong? Tenten asked out of consideration. MMMMPH. Lee said, I swear I saw nothing. And ran away again. What's his problem? Quote ellipsis dot quote. Guy decided to see if his plan worked. So, what did you learn? Neji, go first and tell me as if your spring of youth depends on it. Neji rolled his eyes, not that anyone noticed. What should I say? Tenten sleeps with a teddy. She has a crush on me, where her diary is, how much she wants to impress her parents, she never had beeped, why she doesn't use her last name. Maybe this is too personal. At last, he decided. Tenten hates sashimi. What? Is that all? Guy sounded disappointed. What? Tenten was surprised. With all that dirt he got on her, he could had said something that could make her life hell. But he didn't. Okay. Tenten, what did you learn? Tenten didn't know what to say. She didn't want to embarrass Neji and get him pissed. But if she said she didn't learn anything, Guy would keep on asking. That was worse than a pissed Neji. She said the first thing that came to mind. Neji's a jerk. She didn't mean to say that. Neji knew. Yes. Guy, you have succeeded. Neji. Tenten, you are free to go. And with that, Guy bounded away happily and the thread disappeared. Okay. Neji asks. Neji's a jerk. She didn't mean to say that. Neji knew. Yes. Guy, you have succeeded. Neji. Tenten, you are free to go. And with that, Guy bounded away happily and the thread disappeared. Okay. Quote ellipsis quote. Neji asks. It's been a week since the thread incident. It's been a hell of a week for Neji. The Barbies have become so much more competitive since Tenten's appearance. Last night, the brunette jumped him in the bath, and she was naked. Neji decided he didn't like her. Heck, he didn't like any of them. Neji sighed. If only he got Tenten to fight and bet him again. He quite liked her technique, even though the French wasn't that great. What the hell am I thinking? Neji snapped out his thoughts before it got out of control. Neji, you look out of it today. Are you okay? Tenten noticed her comrade's strange behavior. Fine. Oh, Lee has been listening to his teammates' conversation. He noticed something was troubling Neji too. Just then, he gasped. Neji, I know what's wrong. Lee screamed. What? Tenten asked. She wanted to know too. Sorry TENTEN, guys only. What? When did you ever have a guys only? Since now. Now go and light the spirit of youth. Lee yelled at the top of his lungs. Fine. Be that way. Tenten stormed away angrily. As soon as Lee confirmed that Tenten was out of earshot, he spoke. Neji, you have to tell Tenten. It's the only way to keep the youthful love alight. Lee said in a slight shush. What are you talking about? Neji asked. You and Tenten. You slept together. You tasted her. You can't pretend that nothing happened. I don't need to since nothing did happen. Neji growled. Yes, something did happen. I saw you and Tenten wrapped around each other. I saw it. Now Neji was pissed. We were only together because Guy Sensei tied us together. Nothing happened. Neji simply stated, fine, but even though you have the Byakugan, I can see something you can't. Yeah, what? Neji asked in a mocking tone. Tenten loves you. I know. Lee was taken aback. You what? You're kidding. You never told her how you feel though. She'll never know. You baka. She doesn't need to know. Neji said. But you love her too. You have to take her out. No, I don't. Yes you do. Quote ellipsis quote. Neji, I dare you to take Tenten out. And I'll ask Sakura out too. Lee said. Fine. Neji said. Actually, this is working to Neji's favor. This more. Ninghi was called into Hiyashi-sama's office. They came to an agreement. Neji finds a girlfriend who would be willing to marry him, or marry one of the Barbies. Tenten is so much better than them. Neji thought. But will she impress Hiyashi-sama? This was a tight spot, but he'd choose Tenten over them any day. Now, he had to find Tenten. Stupid boys, stupid guys, stupid men. Tenten said as she stormed through the forest. Tenten. Quote. Tenten spun around to greet the cold voice that called her. So, what did Lee say? Quote ellipsis quote. Oh, I'm not allowed to know, huh? Want to continue training. Tenten. Go home. What? Tenten did not like to be told to go home. You heard me. Go home. Why? Tenten was confused. Meet me at the ramen place at 12 o'clock. What? Go. Now. Huh. Tenten. You sound like an idiot. What? Dress in something nice. Neji said and jumped away. What? Tenten just realized that Neji had asked her out. Hyuga Neji, if you want to ask me out, why didn't you just say it? Then she noticed she was yelling at no one and felt incredibly stupid. At Tenten's apartment, Tenten was tearing her apartment apart. Dress in something nice, echoed her mind. Arg, Tenten screamed. Her mother had brought her very nice clothes, but for the occasion it was either too fancy or too plain. It was her first date, yes. But you don't want to show up black tie for the ramen place. Being a girl could be so hard sometimes. 11:35. After hours of rummaging through her closet, Tenten finally found something that was near perfect for the ramen place. She looked in the mirror and thought very nice. I look like a girl. Wait, I am a girl. Baka. Tenten had her hair down, allowing her locks to flow with the wind. A cute tee with a pink butterfly print and jean capris. Choice slight-heeled black sandals make it sophisticated. Perfect, easy-going and casual, yet still have room for 8 kunais and 5 shurikens. I rock. Tenten was very pleased. This will definitely knock Neji's socks off. And if it doesn't, I still have something to chuck at him. Date. Tenten had her hair down, allowing her locks to flow with the wind. A cute tee with a pink butterfly print and jean capris. Choice slight-heeled black sandals make it sophisticated. Perfect, easy-going and casual, yet still have room for 8 kunais and 5 shurikens. I rock. Tenten was very pleased. This will definitely knock Neji's socks off. And if it doesn't, I still have something to chuck him with. Date. Tenten was walking down to the ramen place. The heels are making me wobbly. Che. Who cares? You sit down to eat ramen anyways. Hey, babe, wanna get lunch? Roll. Me. You. Lunch. Interested. These were the comments Tenten heard while she walked down the street. Inside Tenten's head, just keep walking, just keep walking, just keep walking. Then a hand tapped her from the behind. Hi, you're new here, aren't you? Want me to show you around? Tenten spun around. She was greeted by a blinding flash. Lee. Tenten covered her eyes from his good guy pose and teeth. Ping. Do I know you? Lee. It's me, Tenten. Quote ellipsis quote. Lee. Tenten. Yeah, Lee S. Aid the worst thing he could ever say to a girl. Ha 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 ha. Tenten's not that pretty. She. Bam. Crunch. POW. Lee was flying halfway to China by now. Baka. Tenten screamed. Whoa, I like a girl with spice. Woof. Kiba. Tenten looked at the boy and his dog. Don't tell me you don't recon. Tenten. Yes. Whoa, you look like a girl. Quote ellipsis quote. Tenten's thoughts. I should have kept my hair up. Woof. Oh, yeah, you are a girl. Hehehe. See you around. Hiba ran off. Tenten continued her way to the ramen place. Then she saw Naruto. Naruto saw her. Naruto's thoughts. Hey, that girl is cuter than Sakura-chan. No, no one's cuter than Sakura. But she's prettier. I know. I'll go greet her. Oi, you new around here. I never seen you before. Naruto, not you too. Tenten pleaded. Her so-called friends did not recognize her. You know me. It's me, Tenten. Tenten wondered what his reaction was. Can't be worse than Lee's, she thought. Tenten. Yeah, Tenten. What? Tenten. Quote. Tenten. Naruto said again. What? Tenten was getting pissed. Tenten. Then he finally got it. Naruto gasped. Tenten. You're a girl. You're a girl. How? Oh my god. Tenten's a girl. She's a girl. And Naruto ran away screaming. Tenten's a girl. Tenten's a girl. Tenten was left speechless. She walked into the ramen place and looked around. Neji's not here yet. Hey, there's Sakura and Sasuke. I'll go say hi. Tenten walked over to Sakura and Sasuke's table. Hi, Tenten said cheerfully. Hi, Sakura chirped. You're new around here, aren't you? What? Tenten's sweat dropped. Sakura, it's me. Quote. We don't know you. Sasuke stated. What? You know me. I'm Tenten. Tenten. Sasuke wasn't so sure. Yeah, you know, on Lee's and Neji's team. With the loud sensei. Tenten reminded them. Sakura broke the icy silence. Tenten. You look different. Yeah, I thought you never let your hair down. Sasuke agreed. Just then, Ino and Shikamaru came in. How troublesome. Shut up. We're not eating barbecue. Do you want me to get fat? Ino screamed in the lazy shinobi's ear. Quote. Look, Sakura got a new friend. Ino bounded up to where Tenten was. Hi, I'm Ino, and this is my boyfriend Shikamaru. Tenten decided to play sarcastic. Hi, I'm Tenten. I didn't know you and Shikamaru were dating. Gasps were heard. Tenten. Yeah, what did you do? Let my hair down. Niece. Who you waiting for? What? Tenten was confused. Come on. Sakura and Ino piped. You're dating someone. LSE you wouldn't be here looking like this. Do I have to be on a date to be pretty? Tenten asked. For you, yes. So, who is it? Ino had stars in her eyes. Hinata. Hurry up. Tenten's a girl. Why yes. Naruto-kun, I know. No, she's pretty. You have to see. Naruto and Hinata came into the ramen place. Hinata gasped. Wow Tenten. What did you do? She let her hair down. The three girls said in unison. ISC. Hinata stuttered. Neji walked into the ramen place. Strange. Why are they crowded there? Hinata-sama, have you seen Tenten? Ino and Sakura squealed inside. Ah, Tenten. You're so lucky. You got Neji to ask you out. The Hyuga Neji asked you out. Ah, yes. Hinata whispered. Yeah, Ino thought of a very evil plan. Do you know who this is? Kura asked as she and Ino were thinking the same thing. They pushed Tenten forward. Tenten, you want to eat somewhere else? Neji said directly at the stranger. What? How did you know? Naruto yelled. No one recognized Tenten. No one. How many girls go on dates armed? Neji asked. Everyone looked at Tenten. Tenten blushed. What? Better safe than sorry, right? Everyone's sweat dropped. Let's go. Neji said. Okay. They walked out the ramen place. You look nice. Tenten said, even though Neji was still wearing the same thing from training. You let your hair down. Was his reply. Thanks. Even though that was more of a statement than compliment, Tenten took it positively. So, Tenten asked, where do we go now? Picnic. Oh, but I didn't prepare anything. I did. Surprises. Surprises Tenten thought as they headed towards Hyuga Manor. Exercise before lunch. A little bit for laughs. Tenten. Hey this beeps. Neji. Why do we need to be part of this story? Tenten. She doesn't even describe us very well. Neji. This is stupid. Tenten. I'm much prettier than she gives me credit for. Neji. Chokes. Tenten. Hey, just because you never seen me in a bikini. Neji. Blushes. Tenten. On with the story. Neji. Thinking. I want a beach scene. So, Tenten asked, where do we go now? Picnic. Oh, But I didn't prepare anything. I did. Surprises. Surprises, Tenten thought as they headed towards Hyuga Manor. Exercise before lunch. Tenten followed Neji to the back of the manor. Neji, do we have to do this again? Yes. Neji, I'm wearing heels. So, I can't climb. Too bad. Neji, I'll just wait out here, okay? No. Neji, can't we just use the front door? No. Why? They're still here. Oh. Tenten understood Neji's distress. Usually, he would have scared away any fangirls of the sort, but this time the Barbies had Hiyashi-sama on their side. Neji easily jumped onto the faithful old tree overlooking the branch house. Tenten had some trouble. Neji, Tenten, hurry up, I can't jump that high in these. Take them off. I'll get a splinter. Baka, I'm staying here. Tenten sniffed. Neji was uncomfortable. I'll just carry her. It's better than risking. Or I'll just make sure no one sees me. That sounds good. Fine. Even though he didn't like the idea of leaving his last line of defense out here. Tenten's the only one who could inflict pain on the Barbies and get away with it. Of course, if it wasn't for the cursed seal, he would have killed them long time ago. Neji jumped into the branch wing undetected. He turned a corner and, Neji-kun, have you come back for me? The red squealed. Neji-kun, I love you, said the brunette. Great, Neji thought. Reinforcements. Neji quickly slipped away with a bunchen. Idiots, he thought. Neji went to the kitchen and got the picnic basket he had prepared. Then he went to the laundry room to get a blanket. This was the worst mistake ever. Neji-kun, a picnic for me, you shouldn't have. Let's go. The blonde yelled in a voice that rivaled Guy's. Neji grabbed a blanket and dashed out towards where Tenten was waiting for him. He was going to jump the wall when Hyuga Neji was tackled down by a girl. If the girl was Tenten, that was okay. But this was the brunette of the Let's Make Neji's Life Hell Barbie Club. Then the red and the blonde joined her. Ooh, Neji-kun, you prepared this for me, didn't you? No, Neji-kun made this for me. Shut up. This is me and Neji-kun's honeymoon. So go away. Neji was a boo. To do something he'll really regret. Well, not really if it keeps them away from him forever, when a cool familiar voice said. Neji-kun prepared this for our date, so get your grubby hands off him. Tenten stood on the wall. Of course, she naturally heard the commotion from outside, and even though torturing Neji was fun, she cursed the idea of Neji getting married to one of them. Oh, and what if we don't? The red teased. She doesn't learn fast, does she? Tenten and Neji thought. Thunk. The red was pinned down again by one of 8 kunais Tenten brought on their date. Neji took a moment of shock to join Tenten and run away. The Barbies were furious that someone stole their precious Neji-kun from them. The trio quickly ran to the gates and chased after Tenten and Neji. Neji, I have to stop, Tenten yelled as she landed on a branch. Neji stopped and looked at Tenten. Why? I can't run in these heels. You were running a while ago. Yeah, but I was using chakra to do so. Neji activated the Byakugan. The Barbies were approaching fast, very, very fast. Neji jumped to the branch that Tenten was on. Here, Neji held out the picnic basket. Hold it. What? Neji shoved the basket into Tenten's arms. Then he picked her up. Ah, Tenten said in surprise. Then Neji ran off as fast as he could to their destination. Lee, yes sensei. Have you seen Neji and Tenten today? Yes sensei. Quote, really? Where? I forced Neji to take Tenten out. I made sure they didn't waste their youth sensei. Aren't you proud of me? Lee looked at his sensei waiting for his, good job. But Guy had already turned to stone. You what? Lee, I made sure they didn't want one another. All my hard work. Guy sobbed. Sensei, you didn't tell me. Let's go break them up again. Lee yelled. Guy had stars in his eyes. Yes, and I have a plan. Then he turned to Lee. Lee, do you know where Neji took Ten? We're going to kidnap them. Sensei, that's a brilliant plan. Thanks Lee. Good guy pose. Sensei. Lee. Sensei. Lee. Hug. Tenten and Neji had arrived at a pond. Wow, Neji, it's beautiful. Quote ellipsis quote. Let's eat. Tenten was energetic since Neji did most of the running. They started to set everything up when Hiya, Yosh, slap, crunch, and the whole world went black. Guy's ultimate plan B. Tenten was energetic since Neji did most of the running. They started to set everything up when Hyuga, Yash, slap, crunch, and the whole world went black. Guy's ultimate plan B. Guy and Lee perched on a tree branch leveled to the height of their teammates' room. Guy-sensei, why are we doing this? Lee asked. Lee, I'm surprised that you don't understand. Tell me, sensei. Let my flame of youth be bright. Shish, not so loud. Oops, sorry. If we don't do this, the whole team will fall apart. Lee. What? How? Lee, quiet. Oh, right. How though, sensei? Think about it. If Tenten and Neji break up, they'll want to switch teams. No. Yes. Then Team Guy would disappear. And their flames of youth would be washed away. No. We must break them up before they do. Guy-sensei, you're a genius. Lee, sensei. Lee, sensei. Hug. Ew. What's wrong with you? A little girl on the balcony looked at the two green beasts of Konoha. You're weird. And she turned and ran into the hotel room. Neji woke up. His head hurt and so does his shoulder. What the hell? This isn't my room. Where am I? Neji pondered before darkness swallowed him whole again. Sensei. They're still sleeping. Maybe we hit them too hard. Lee said as he watched the sun go down. Guy had been thinking the same thing. He was getting worried. Sensei. May I ask you a question? Yes, of course, my youthful student. If we want to break Neji and Tenten up, shouldn't we have moved them apart instead of together? Lee, have you not heard that absence make the heart grow fonder? Yes, sensei. I have. Good. Now let's keep an eye on them. Okay. A few minutes. Sensei. Yes, Lee. Was it necessary to strip Neji? Of course. We can't strip Tenten naked, so we'll just have to keep with Neji. Why? Women hate disrespectful men. If Tenten thinks that Neji's a pig, then she'll lose interest and start avoiding him. Guy-sensei. You are the best. Thank you, Lee. Sensei. Lee. Sensei. Lee. Hug. Ah. They're stirring. Guy and Lee quickly separated and hid behind the foliage. Inside the room, Neji woke to the smell of strawberries. He inhaled the scent and snuggled closer to the source. Neji shot up when the source squirmed in his arms. Tenten. Quote. Neji quickly looked around. He was in a room. White breezy-looking curtains, a table with a telephone on top, a chair, a cabinet, and a door. I'm in a hotel. Neji thought, how did I get? Neji froze. Something warm was drawing itself over his abdomen. He looked down again and jumped out the bed like a fish out of water. Tenten. What the hell? Neji screamed. Tenten was dressed in nothing except her white cotton bra and bikini undies. What? Tenten said as she got up and rubbed her eyes. Then she stopped. Her eyes widened. Neji could tell she was shocked. She should be. She dragged me into bed. How wrong Neji was. Tenten lowered her head and looked away. Neji. Tenten said quietly. Maybe you should get some pants. Neji looked down. He was wearing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Tenten saw him naked. But she wasn't screaming blue murder. Outside. What? Why isn't Tenten screaming blue murder? What's wrong with her? Guy yelled and continued. No. This must mean that they already seen each other like this already. I am horrible. Floods of tears. Guy-sensei. It's okay. We can still try. Lee said with determination. Lee, what in the name of youth are you talking about? They already explored each other. Quote. Lee, Guy-sensei. What are you talking about? Apparently, Lee hasn't been taught beeped either. Question that Neji would never answer. Lee, Guy-sensei. What are you talking about? Apparently, Lee hasn't been taught beeped either. Question that Neji would never answer. Neji and Tenten dressed in what was available. What was available was a pair of short shorts and crop top, and Neji's usual training attire. Tenten was furious. Tenten had never shown so much skin in her life. But that wasn't what was making her so angry. Guy and Lee had stripped her of her precious hair ties. Not just any hair ties. Her hair ties. They were going to pay. Oh yes, they were going to pay dearly. And if they say that she shouldn't kill them because of hair ties, she has another reason. She was wearing Ino's clothes. And they were tight, and uncomfortable, and very slutty. Also, they pushed in for a cleavage, which Neji is obviously enjoying. Neji, you beep. Tenten chucked a pillow at him, which he dodged. Tenten, I'm meditating. Don't throw things at me. No you aren't. You're using your Byakugan. I know you are. Nonsense. Neji spat. Damn it, how did she know? Neji, you are. Just admit it. Quote. Neji, you. Growl. Tenten was hungry. Neji smirked. Shut up. It's 8 and I want food. We never got to eat our lunch. Tenten said. True. Let's go down and see what they have. Tenten, don't be stupid. We can't pass the door. Oh, right, Guy had put some kind of jutsu on the door to keep them in. I'll call room service. Neji was hungry too, especially after carrying Tenten. She should go on a diet. Neji thought as he dialed for takeout. After dinner, Neji went to run a nice hot bath after a long day. Traditional bath, niece. Neji looked at Tenten who was sitting on the bed. So, Tenten began, how do you like Chinese cuisine? It's good. That's all. Quote. I'm bored, Tenten announced. Oh, Neji watched in amusement as Tenten went into thinking mode. So, Neji. Tenten sounded awkward. Neji smirked at the way Tenten was behaving. You said that female and male were built different. I didn't say that. Neji looked at her funny. Oh, then my mom did. Was that? The water's ready. Neji quickly got up and walked to the bathroom. He knew what she was going to ask, and those are not the kind of questions that Hyuga Neji answers. Dibs on bathing. Tenten screamed as she ran past Neji. Che. Neji scolded as he watched his teammate slam the door in his face, all questions forgotten. Her short attention span is useful after all. A while later, Neji, came Tenten's voice. Quote. Neji. Quote. Neji, I need your help. On what? Scrubbing your back again. Neji thought sarcastically. Tenten was growing desperate. Neji, I'm naked. I need a towel. Can you get me one? This was not something you want to say to a 15-year-old guy who's going to share a bed with you. What the hell? Oh right. Have no idea about beeped. Does she need to make it so obvious? Neji inwardly cursed at his bad luck as he looked for a towel. Tenten, I got a towel. Don't open the door till. Blood spilled everywhere. Tenten opened the door too soon. And Neji, being a guy, immediately got a nosebleed. Neji, are you okay? Tenten yelled. Neji quickly shoved the towel and Tenten inside the bathroom and shut the door. That was a little too much. I need to concentrate. Okay, regain breath, damn hormones. Do girls have this kind of trouble too? Okay, breath in, out, in. Tenten's got nice curves though. No, damn it, Tenten you baka. Neji felt a soft tap on his shoulder. Neji, it's your turn. Quote. Neji made sure he had a towel before he entered to bathe. That was too much. I need a cold shower. Neji turned on the water and let the chill run through his body. Outside in the tree, Guy had just finished briefing Leon beeped using Tenten and Neji's little mistaken in bed study as an example. Guy looked very proud of himself for giving a lesson about such an uncomfortable matter. So, Lee, now you understand how the youthful body works. Quote. Lee, Guy sensei. Lee said in a whisper. I never said I wanted to know that. Oh, oops. Neji came out of the shower and saw. Ah, Tenten screamed. Shit. Neji cursed as he turned around. He didn't on. Lee cursed because he saw Tenten in the middle of changing into PJs, which she found in the closet, but also that his body was acting up again. Tenten quickly made herself look decent. What are you doing? Neji asked between gasps. I thought you'd take longer in the bath so I decided to get ready for bed. Tenten explained. Neji tried to control his breathing. Oh, Neji, here. Tenten handed Neji black PJs. Okay. Tenten watched as Neji again entered the bathroom. Oh right, I still have to ask him. Tenten waited patiently for her stuck in this cursed room companion. She sat on the bed. Ooh, so soft and comfy. Neji came out a few minutes later and noticed that the design of his PJs and Tenten's matched, except that his were black and hers was pink. Like always, Tenten broke the silence. Neji, I have a question. Neji knew what the question was. What did your parents say? Hope against hope that she won't ask directly. Tenten bit her lower lip. I'll find you. Tea on my wedding night, she replied quietly. Then wait. Neji was relieved that she didn't ask. But Neji, I want to know, Tenten said quietly. It's none of your business. Neji told her coldly. Tenten sighed. He knows but he's not going to tell me. Okay. Tenten silently pulled the blankets over her. Tenten felt as Neji sank into bed beside her. She was used to this feeling since on missions they had to sleep together. But this time it felt different. She still wanted to know. He's going to avoid my question. I'll have to ask him directly. Tenten took a deep breath and said, Neji, what? Neji said in an annoyed tone. What happens in sex? Quote. Truthfully, this is one question Neji hoped he'd never have to answer. Neji answers. Tenten took a deep breath and said, Neji, what? Neji said in an annoyed tone. What happens in sex? Quote. Truthfully, this is one question Neji hoped he'd never have to answer. Neji answers. I'm tired. I'll tell you tomorrow. Neji quickly replied as he turned away. No. Then tomorrow you're going to say you'll tell me tomorrow and I'll never know. Tenten argued. Neji knew this was true. He was planning to do that but Tenten caught him and pushed him into a corner. She's forcing me to reply. Neji wanted to tell her some things that she was supposed to know, but this felt unnatural. Go to sleep, Tenten. No. Fine. Neji. Tenten whined. Please tell me. Quote. Neji. Tenten said again. Please. Neji is now pissed. He spun around quickly and snapped at her. Why the hell do you want to know? You were never interested about this stuff before. Tenten whimpered. She bit her lower lip. Neji. She began slowly. As beat bad. Hyuga Neji has been defeated. The Hyuga Neji has been defeated. Not by Naruto, or Lee, or Sasuke, but by a question. A simple stupid question. A simple stupid beep question. A simple stupid beep question asked by Tenten. A simple stupid beep question that Neji could not answer. Why? Because he never done it yet. He's only 15 for God's sake. And now Neji could confirm that fate is laughing at him again. Is beep bad? How the hell am I supposed to know? Why doesn't she ask someone else? Why me? Why don't you ask Guy Sensei when we get out of here? Neji tried to avoid her question. I already did, Tenten replied innocently. Neji looked at her dumbfounded. And I asked Kakashi Sensei, Asuma Sensei, Kurenai Sensei, Anko-san, Iruka Sensei, Ino, Hinata, Sakura, Sasuke, Shikamaru, Choji, and even Shino. Tenten said. Neji swallowed. And what did they say? Well, Tenten tried to recall. Hinata, Sasuke, Sakura, Shino and Choji just blushed and ran away. Well, Shino blushed and ignored me. Anko-san and Kurenai Sensei's aide they had a very important meeting to go to. Shikamaru said it was too troublesome. Asuma Sensei started to cough a lot and Kakashi Sensei said he'll take him to the hospital. Ino looked at me like I grew 2 heads and blacked out when she banged her head on the counter. And Iruka Sensei said our sensei was supposed to tell us. So now I'm asking you. Tenten ended. Neji searched for a way out. Okay. I need to think faster. You didn't ask Naruto, Lee, or Kiba. I did. Really? What did they say? Kiba and Lee didn't know what beepus, and Naruto skipped the talk that Kakashi Sensei gave. Quote. Neji. So, can you tell me now? Neji had no idea she went around town asking everyone she knew about sex. Tenten. Yeah, I can't really answer your question. Which one? The good or bad one? Why? Because. Yeah, just because. Neji. Quote. You have no idea what beepus, do you? I have an idea, Neji said defensively. Then tell me. I can't. Quote. Then tell me what happens in sex. Neji gulped. Things. Neji replied. What kind of things? Tenten asked. Things that you will find out on your wedding night. That's a long time. Yeah, Neji, can I tell you something? Quote. Neji. Okay. Better have nothing to do with sex. I don't think I want to marry. Neji looked at her. The moonlight illuminated her face. Damn. This is troublesome. Why? Neji was hoping she would be willing to commitment but now she said that. I don't think anyone would want me. I mean, I'm not the prettiest girl around, am I? Tenten gave a sigh. Tenten. Neji looked at his teammate welled up in sadness. That's not true, Tenten. A lot of men would want you. Neji mentally slapped himself for saying that. Thanks Neji, Tenten said as she cuddled closer to her comrade. Night. HN. Interesting morning. That's not true, Tenten. A lot of men would want you. Neji mentally slapped himself for saying that. Thanks Neji, Tenten said as she cuddled closer to her comrade. Night. HN. Wonderful mornings. Tweet, tweet. Tenten woke up to the sound of birds. Stupid, stupid birds. Tenten opened her eyes. She saw a black cloth in front of her. What the? Gasped Neji. I'm sleeping with Neji. Ah, go me. Wait. No. Bad me. Bad. I'm so close to him. Yay. No. Stupid. Stupid hormones. Tenten looked at her comrade. He looks so peaceful. Tenten awed at how different Hyuga Neji looks when he's sleeping. Blush, what the hell is wrong with me? I'm not falling for Hyuga Neji, am I? Sure, he beeps nice, but he, angel, devil, yes, score, no, this is horrible, what the hell are you talking about? This is great, no, I'll stand firm to my Nindo. I'll be the best kunoichi ever. And give up true love. Neji doesn't love me, I'm just a friend. Single quote ellipsis single quote. Step away from him before you get hurt, Tenten. No. Stand firm. Snuggle closer. He looks cold. Tenten. Trust me. No. Trust me. You don't need a guy to be better, Tenten. You know you need him. Claim him. No. Stay away. You can't get hurt then. Hyuga Neji is worth all the risks. What in hell are you talking about? What? Don't you agree? Okay. Hyuga Neji is worth it. Told you so. Okay. Now that's settled. We agree with each other, finally. Tenten. Sneak another beep. No. Come on. You can do it. Neji hates fangirls. Don't do it. One little beep. That's prostitution. What? It's one beep, and we're not getting paid. Oh. Right. Beep him. Yes. What? Tenten's good conscience had just betrayed her. I'm on my own. Tenten looked at Neji. One beep would wake him from his slumber. Better not do it then. But snuggling closer won't hurt. And that's exactly what Tenten did. 7:15 at the clearing. Lee, Guy Sensei. We have to go to Hokage's office right now. Let's go. Okay. Guy became teary and so did Lee. Sensei. Lee. Sensei. Lee. Yo. What? Lee and Guy turned around. Ah. Kakashi. My eternal rival. How dare you sneak? I wasn't. Let's go. Ha ha ha. Kakashi. You're on time today. Must be something important. Lee. Let's not waste our spring of youth and let's go. Hi Sensei. Lee and Guy zoomed off. Kakashi sighed as he recalled what happened last night. Flashback. Kakashi put down Come Come Paradise Volume 4. Almost time for my date. Better go. Kakashi locked his door and walked to where he and his date are meeting. Yo. Kakashi gave a greeting when he saw her in a cute skirt and tee. Kakashi. Anko said through gritted teeth. Remain calm, Anko. Remain calm. Phew. Better. Haha. Anko. You look nice. Anko put on a smile. Thanks Kakashi. Quote ellipsis quote. Kakashi offered his hand to Anko, which she held. Silence came as they took a stroll down the park path. So, Anko said, she was trying to forget that her date made her wait. I was almost on time tonight, wasn't I? Kakashi said pleasantly. Anko's eye twitched. On time. On time. You made me wait for a whole hour. You call that on time? Anko screeched. Kakashi backed away. Quote ellipsis quote. Anko took a deep breath. Kakashi-kun. Anko cooed. Kakashi gulped. Let's take a seat. She pointed to a bench. Okay. Anko and Kakashi sat down. Kakashi-kun. Anko looked up shyly at Kakashi. Yes. Anko's blushing. You know we've been dating for almost a year now, right? Sure. Kakashi didn't know where this was going. Kakashi-kun. Yeah. Do you want children? Kakashi was shocked at the question, but a beeped smile crept its way to his features. Course I do. Anko-chan. Really? Kakashi nodded vigorously. Well then. Anko's expression went from shy to angry. You better start to arrive on time, Kakashi. Or else I'll make you sterile, you got that? And she turned to walk away. Kakashi had an expression of oh. Anko turned around and added, "Oh, by the way, Kakashi-kun. You better come to Hokage's office at 7:30 tomorrow. Or else you'll feel pain in places you didn't know you had." Kakashi looked at the retreating figure and thought, damn, that's one nice ass she's got. End of flashback. In Hokage's office, Tsunade looked around. "Guy," she called. "Hi, Hokage-sama. You don't have to yell in this room." Hi, you're missing 2 people from your team. They're on a bonding mission, Hokage-sama." "Really?" Kurenai asked. "Hi, well then, we can't start this without them." So, Tsunade looked around the room. "Kakashi, since you're trying to turn over a new leaf." Kakashi quickly butted in. "I'm not, but you arrived on time today." "Yeah, I thought I was late," Asuma kindly stated. Kakashi stole a glance at Anko and gulped. "What did you want of me, Hokage-sama?" "Go get Neji and Tenten. And bring them here ASAP." "Hi," and poof, he was gone. Guy started to sweat. A lot. Is something wrong? Tsunade looked at Guy. "No, of course not. Ha ha ha. Why would there be anything wrong? Ha ha ha. You crack me up. Ha ha ha." "Guy, okay, I confess. Don't kill me." Neji woke up with his body well rested. Too bad his mind wasn't. No matter how much Tenten denied it, she sleep talks. She doesn't only sleep talk, she told secrets. Lots and lots of secrets. Neji remembered that his father told him secrets were a girl's best friend. After the time that Neji spent with her, he knows everything. Well, about her anyways. He stayed up listening to her talk. It was quite interesting, anyways. He knew he shouldn't have, but he listened and remembered everything. And Neji found out something, too. Tenten only sleep talk when she's relaxed. She never sleep talked on missions. So that was his conclusion. He also found out that she would answer questions he asked. And that was entertaining for a while. Then she murmured a name. Koji-kun. At that instant, Neji felt like he dropped down to hell. Neji let out a sigh as he held Tenten's body closer to his. "I should have been nicer to you," Neji thought as he breathed in Tenten's scent. Poof. Neji snapped up and drew out a kunai. "Yo." "Oh." Kakashi looked as he saw the pair. Cuddled to each other for a moment before the Hyuga snapped up with a kunai in hand. "Haha. Sorry, didn't mean to." Kakashi snickered as he performed some hand seals. "Hyuga, you are so lucky. Getting a pretty girl in bed with you, I should ask how you did it." "Wait," Neji reacted. Kakashi stopped. "What, you want tips?" Kakashi asked in disbelief. He reached into his shirt to retrieve Come Come Paradise Volume 12. "Here, this is really good." Kakashi tossed it to Neji and disappeared in a poof of smoke. "What?" Neji looked down at the book. "Jutsu book." Neji lifted the harmless-looking cover. Neji saw the explicit pictures and pinched the bridge of his nose to stop a nosebleed. "What the hell?" Neji chucked the book on the ground. Sure, Neji's a guy and he had rarely read about the female body, but he didn't need a visual like that. Definitely not. "Neji." Tenten's sleepy voice reached his ear. "Tenten." Neji glanced at his teammate and immediately imagined her naked. "Baka." Neji yelled. "What?" Tenten looked at Neji in disbelief. "What? You called me stupid?" "No, I was calling myself stupid." Quote ellipsis quote. Quote ellipsis quote. "Neji. Yeah, did you hit your head yesterday?" Quote ellipsis quote. "You feeling okay?" Quote ellipsis quote. "Fine. Be that way. I'm going to take a shower. Don't peek." Quote ellipsis quote. Neji meditated as he heard Tenten turn on the water. Back in Hokage's office. Poof. "Kakashi. Where are my students?" Guy boomed. "Bonding." "Where are they?" "Bonding." "Kakashi." Tsunade interrupted. "Where are Neji and Tenten?" "They're bonding. You were supposed to bring them back." Tsunade yelled. "Yeah, but I think they were having a good time." What do you mean they were having a good time?" "They're enjoying each other's company." "No, this is not possible. Guy-sensei. What do we do? They don't know what they are doing." Lee cried. "What? Oh, don't worry," Kakashi happily assured. "I gave them a very good guide. Besides, how hard is it to put object A into slot B?" Everyone's eye twitched. Anko, Tsunade and Kurenai pummeled Kakashi to the ground. Beep. Hentai. Disgusting. Hinata could not believe what she is hearing. Kakashi-sensei. Are you sure? Hinata whispered. Looks like it. Hinata gasped. Yes. Now I'll go tell father about this. Hinata ran off. Was that Hinata? I don't think so. Maybe she's suffering from mood swings. I didn't know she could talk without stuttering. Whoa. Tell me about it. Halfway to Hyuga Manor. Yes. I won't have to see those faces if Kakashi-sensei is telling the truth. I like Tenten-san so much better. And I bet Neji-ni-san does too. But he slept with her. This is odd. Hinata shook herself away from her thoughts and continued her way. What? Father. Hinata burst in like a lunatic. Hanabi stared at her sister's odd behavior. Hinata saw that they were practicing literature, but this was much more important. Father. Hinata screamed. Neji found a suitable wife. Can we ask the guests to leave now? Hiyashi stared at his shy daughter. No. What? Hinata's shy nature was coming back. Hanabi. Continue. Hi. Hanabi continued her studies. Hiyashi took no effort to notice Hinata excusing herself from the room. I wonder which girl Neji was able to pick up in such short notice, Hiyashi wondered. Few blocks away from Tsunade's office. Che. Lucky Neji. Naruto cuffed. Tell me about it. I didn't think he'd be laid first. Kiba replied. They didn't do anything. Lee defended. That's what you say. Choji said through a mouthful of chips. This is troublesome. Women are troublesome. Shikamaru stated. You think eating is troublesome? Naruto pointed. Yeah. This is troublesome. They're only 15 too. Isn't that a little young? No. Hormones are working properly by now. Shikamaru said. Sasuke was thinking. Shouldn't we ask them before we suspect anything? What is there to ask? Quote. Ha ha ha. Sasuke baka. You're not jealous, are you? Naruto laughed. What is there to be jealous of? You want to revive your clan and everything, and you need to make a baby. I need to kill Itachi first. Yeah, arf. I agree. Kiba barked back at his puppy. What did Akamaru say? Naruto asked. There should be a wedding soon, right? Wedding. Yeah. I heard Hyugas usually marry early. Shikamaru said. Cool. Imagine their children. Naruto flashed his foxy grin. Don't want to. Tenten's a weapons master and Neji's the prodigy of the Hyuga clan. Not people you want to get together. Choji opened another bag of chips. Lee burst into tears. Wah, Tenten, you pure innocent flower. How can you let Neji taint you? Shut up, Lee. Wah. Floods of tears. Excuse me. The shinobis turned around and faced an old lady. Did you just say that Hyuga Neji's getting wedded? Yeah, what's it to you? Naruto impolitely asked. Oh my god, Hyuga Neji's getting married. The old lady yelled onto the streets. Everyone stopped and looked at her. Silence. More silence. Still silent. A little girl finally broke the silence. Really? Is he going to have babies then, mommy? All of a sudden everyone unfroze. Oh my god, Hyuga's getting married. To who? Who knows? Probably a kunoichi. Hyuga's getting married. Can you believe it? He's only 15 too. He's a chunin already though. If Hyuga's going to wed, then Uchiha's not far behind. Hyuga's getting married. Ah. I remember my wedding. Really? Which one? Don't remember. Oh, his children would be adorable. I know. Guys. Naruto looked at the chatting markets people. Yeah, I think we just started a rumor. You think? Kiba said in disbelief. Yeah. Tenten waited for Neji to come out the shower. She looked around the room, and spotted the book. What's that? Tenten climbed off the bed and approached the book. She picked it up and opened it. Thump. A kunai shot the book out of Tenten's hands. Don't read that, Neji told Tenten. Why? Because. Just because. Why? Just because. Okay, you're blushing. Quote. Yeah, remembering the details of a dirty book do that to you sometimes. Neji ignored Tenten. Let's get out of here. How? Quote. Couple of minutes later. Neji, I got an idea. Why don't we jump off the balcony? Quote. I can't believe I didn't think of that earlier. Let's go. Neji and Tenten gathered up their stuff and jumped out the balcony. Tenten, of course, wearing tight clothes for the first time in her life, got a wedgie. Grr. Tenten growled as she tried to fix it as dignity as possible. What are you doing? Neji watched Tenten squirm. Don't just stand there. Help. Tenten yelled at Neji. Neji looked at Tenten. He noticed how uncomfortable she was. And that she was shivering. And he noticed how nice she looked with her hair down. And that she has very nice legs. And that she's developed nice curves. And that the crop top was way too short. And so were those shorts. So, Hyuga Neji made a decision. Here. Neji held out his jacket. Tenten stared at Neji. Then she poked him. You really hit your head hard last night, didn't you? Thanks. Tenten took the jacket and put it on. The jacket wasn't as long as Tenten hoped it would be, but at least it covered her mid-drift. The two walked through the streets to their training grounds, only to receive approving glances and expecting stares. What's with the people today? Tenten asked Neji. Tenten and Neji walked to the clearing only to find Guy and Lee drowning in their own tears. Guy-sensei. Lee, what's wrong? Tenten asked. Tenten. Sniff, why didn't you tell us? Lee sniffed. Marriage. Something so wonderful and she didn't tell me. Yes. Sniff, Tenten. My beautiful flower. Sniff, you should have asked us first. Guy yelled. What? Tenten looked puzzled. We, Sniff, would have told you what would happen. The team equilibrium is doomed. Lee thought. Oh. A light bulb appeared on top of Tenten's head. I asked you. Remember. Tenten recalled. What? Lee and Guy said in unison. Yeah, but Guy-sensei didn't say anything and Lee had no idea what it is. Tenten continued. Neji blushed. Please don't say I explained beep to you. Well, I kind of avoided it but, damn it Tenten. You are so thick. Lee stared at Tenten. Do you think I'm that stupid? I thought you knew me. Lee burst into tears and ran away. Marriage is a bonding between two people. I'm not that dense. Lee. Guy chased after Lee. Okay. Tenten stared after her teammate and teacher. Oi, Neji. Naruto and company could be seen coming to the clearing. Hi. Tenten greeted. Hyuga. Uchiha. What's all the tension about? Naruto looked at the two clan prodigies. Hey. Choji said though a mouthful of chips. The younger boys looked at the jacket Tenten was wearing. It was Neji's. So, Kakashi was telling the truth for once. Sasuke looked at Tenten. So it's true. Hiba stated. What's true? Tenten asked. No offense Tenten, but guys only. Again. Fine. Tenten stormed off to change into something more comfortable. Nice job, Hyuga. Hiba smirked. Yeah, I thought only Ino would wear something so skimpy. Choji said. How'd you do it? Get her in bed, that is. What? Neji looked at the onlookers. Don't play dumb. You liked it. So what? Neji snapped. How'd you do it? The guys looked at Neji expectantly. Do what? The guys looked at each other. If he's not going to tell us straight, then we're going to find out another way. Who started it? You or Tenten? Tenten. Neji panicked. Not that he showed it. Damn it. How did they know about the beep talk? Wow. I didn't think Hyuga would let a girl dominate him. Tell me about it. Was it good? What? Neji repeated. So, tell already. Yeah. Most guys would love to be in your shoes right now. Naruto said. Not me. This is troublesome. Shikamaru said. Neji was sure everyone has gone crazy. Most guys would love to explain beeped. What? Tenten asked you guys about it too. Neji said. What? No she didn't. She's not that desperate. What? Neji looked at the shinobis. Sasuke sighed. Hyuga, you had beep with Tenten. Why don't you just say it? Sasuke said. Neji twitched. What? You slept with your teammate. Say it. Neji's eyes narrowed. Who said I slept with Tenten? Who cares? You did. You smell like her. Hiba said. What? Neji was enraged. Killer intent was washing over his body. The younger shinobis backed off. Didn't you? Naruto asked. Confused. Why would I? What makes you think I'd take advantage of a girl like that? Neji yelled. Hehehe. This is too troublesome. Oops. Who said I slept with Tenten? Who cares? You did. You smell like her. Hiba said. What? Neji was enraged. Killer intent was washing over his body. The younger shinobis backed off. Didn't you? Naruto asked, confused. Why would I? What makes you think I'd take advantage of a girl like that? Neji yelled. Hehehe. This is too troublesome. Oops, oops, stupid, 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 Tenten yelled. Tenten was back in her apartment. She took a quick shower, only to come out and find that she was robbed. All her clothes were gone. Damn it, what do I do now? Back with the guys. So, yeah, twitch, you, didn't, you know. No, Neji replied. Just another misunderstanding. Just another misunderstanding. Don't kill them. Oh, oops, this is too troublesome. The guys looked at Neji. Guys, huddle, Naruto yelled. The guys made a circle and made sure that Neji can't hear them. What do we do now? Choji asked. We should tell him. No way, he'd kill us for sure. He'd find out sooner or later. No, I want to eat ramen before I die. Naruto yelled. Dobi, keep it down. So, we'll tell him. Who volunteers? Not me. Too troublesome. I want to live. Sasuke saw that no one was going to volunteer. I'll tell him. Sasuke turned. No, I'll tell him. Naruto ran to where Neji was. Dumbass. Baka. Stupid. His funeral. Kiba shrugged. The guys watched in a distance as Naruto was going to tell him the fact. Oi, Neji. Naruto said with a foxy grin. Guess what? Neji was not in a mood for a guessing game. Just tell me, he said in a monotone. Okay, but you're not going to like it, Naruto said. Quote. Naruto took a deep breath and yelled. Half the town thinks you're going to get married to Tenten because we thought you got laid, so don't kill me. Then he ran away. What? Neji activated his Byakugan to see where the other guys disappeared to. There were absolutely no traces. Damn it, have to find Tenten. Neji thought. Where the guys were. Lee, you have to help us. Lee looked at his friends. What? Help? Kiba gasped. Why? Neji's going to kill us. What? We need refuge. Ha ha ha. Neji's not that bad. No, you don't understand. We need refuge. Naruto yelled. To prove his point, Sasuke dragged in Shikamaru. He ran. Lee's eyes widened. What the hell did you guys do? We need a place to stay. You have to go to Tenten. Lee yelled. In a blink, they were gone. Tenten's apartment. Stupid. Tenten was blow-drying the skimpy clothes. Why? Because she had nothing to wear anymore. You pee her. So there was Tenten, in a towel, her hair wet, holding a blow-dryer, trying to dry 2 pieces of. Are these counted as clothes? Stupid. Tenten said again. Then she heard a knock on her door. It's open. Tenten yelled. Tenten, there's a rumor. What the? Neji's eyes widened. He quickly spun around. In Neji's head, angel, devil, ooh la la, take it off. What? No Neji. Be nice. You know you want to. No, come on. One peek. No Neji. You know, she has curves. Those slender, goddess curves and that nice, summery scent and ooh. Shudders. No, dude, what's wrong with you? You stupid or something? You're the baka. Her curtains aren't drawn. You don't want other people to see her naked. You want to see her naked? Yeah, duh. What? Aren't you the good guy? Technically, yes, but hormones are just screwing with me. So I'm just telling him to do what his body wants. Che, some angel you turned out to be. What? Don't you want to see her naked? That'll be nice. Come on. Neji, take off that towel. Yeah, just etch closer. You know what? What? I think she wears a B cup. Really? Yeah, what? Neji slapped himself mentally. But one thought persisted in his head. What does Tenten look like naked? Oh, hi Neji. Tenten, go cover up. Before I do something beeped, he mentally added. Why? Tenten asked stupidly. Just do it. Tenten heard that. That was begging. She had made Hyuga Neji beg. Why? Why the hell are you asking why? Because, yes, I don't want to. Why? It's too much of a bother. And I don't want to bother too. Why don't you bother too? Why bother? I'm beautiful anyway. Neji twitched and turned around. And got a nosebleed. In front of him, there was Tenten, showing more than necessary. Naked. What the hell? He said before he blacked out. Che. Beep. Tenten scolded as she released the genjutsu. News. Neji twitched and turned around. and got a nosebleed. In front of him, there was Tenten, naked. What the hell? He said before he blacked out. Che. Beep. Tenten scolded as she released the genjutsu. News. Neji woke up feeling lightheaded. Really lightheaded. Then he got an image of Tenten naked. And blacked out again. Neji woke up again only to find himself in the Hyuga compound. How did I get here? Neji thought. Something was wrong. This isn't his room. And the coloring of the walls and bed were strange. All the rooms in the Hyuga compound were in a pastel shade, but this one was in red. Aji's eyes shot open as he felt something slither down his chest. This was wrong. This was really wrong. He didn't need to be a genius to figure this out. And he knew exactly what was expected of him here. Earlier that day. Damn, I shouldn't have done that, Tenten said to herself. There, in front of her was an unconscious Neji. He is really heavy. Tenten was attempting to drag Neji into her bedroom when. Bam bam bam. Tenten, we need your help. Now, open the oop. Hyuga yelled as the guys fell into Tenten's apartment. What the hell? Tenten looked as the guys scrambled in. Neji. He tried to. Naruto saw Neji covered in blood. Ah, you killed Neji. You killed Neji. What? Tenten looked at where she left Neji. Oh, he's not dead. Just unconscious. Tenten then got an idea. Hey, you guys are strong, right? Tenten asked. Yeah, Naruto and Kiba chirped. Great, then can you move Neji into my bedroom? Tenten waited for her answer. The guys stared at her. And stared some more. Then Shino spoke. Don't people do that when both are conscious? What? Tenten was confused. Yeah, I'm no expert, but you should wait until he wakes up, right? Yeah, or are you that eager? Jiraiya snickered. Ah, Ero Sennin, how did you get here? Heard the news. So, how's Neji for your first time? Too rough, too soft, Jiraiya questioned. What? Tenten had no idea what he was talking about. Oh come on, the whole town knows about it. You can be open with us. Knows about what? Tenten asked. You and Neji are getting married. And Tenten blacked out. To be continued, and thank you for watching.